What's up, Fantasy Goats? How are you on this fantastic December 18th, Week 16 in the NFL season? This is the Week 16 Fantasy Football, our Outlook show. This is where we take a look at some plays that we're watching. We take a look at their matchups that we are, paying particular interest to, certain situations, all that nice jazz, all that good stuff. Of course, we're going to get to all your Thursday night football questions. Oh, yeah, it's a big semifinal. Mr. New. What's up, baby? How are you, Mr. New Goat? Mr. New Goat. I'm going to call you Nine. Mr. Nine. Brother Nine. Nine's playing well. He sure is. He's doing well. Oh, yeah, so, look, this is it, man. We've gotten this far. It's like survival of the fittest. It's kind of like survival of the fittest. The teams that are playing in week 16 in fantasy football are most likely the healthiest teams that have been able to dodge serious injury. What's up, Jeff Rogers, baby? How are you, Fantasy Goats? If just want to remind everyone, yeah, we will get to all questions. I promise you, especially for those that are playing tonight. Okay, absolutely, the Thursday night huge matchup. But let's not forget, we will be back tomorrow. Okay, Friday's the big lineup advice show. Saturday there'll be a special with Rhino and the War Chief that will take you pretty much through any of the questions that we didn't get to on Friday, although I can't imagine that being the case. But nevertheless, they will be on Saturday. Sunday's our reaction show. Monday's the key takeaways that lead us right into championship week. If you're new to the channel, if you're listening to us for the first time, if you're watching us for the first time, please give us a like. Please subscribe. Kevin, what up, Kevin Goat? What up? How are you, Kevin Goat, man? My guy, my brother. And we got Jeff Rogers, baby. Jeff Rogers. What are we doing here? What are we doing, Jeff Goat? Wide receiver on the flex and the full PPR and the Scary Terry and the RJ Harvey. I forgot to mention, yeah, we will get to, injury report today. Yeah, there's some, guys with positive news. One being RJ. That's what reminded me of the injury report. RJ was a full participant, I believe. Orgic Estime. So he's going to get the load because Devin Neal's season is over. It's pretty much over before it began. Michael Carter with Jaden Reed. So you need a wide receiver and a flex. Did you go Scary Terry against the Eagles? I know Scary Terry did well last week. That was against the Giants. I don't know if Scary Terry's going to do well against the Eagles. RJ, I want to start RJ. I know that the matchup for running backs isn't that great for Jacksonville, but let's not forget Jacksonville will allow it through the air to the running back. And I also expect Bo Nix to I do expect the Broncos to take care of the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a nice story, nice season. They just gave Jacoby Myers an extension. So, yeah, no, they're having a good season. You can't spin it any other way other than the fact that maybe their schedule. Now, they're playing a real team. Do you want to trust Audric Estime against the Jets? That's the million-dollar question. I would put Estime, Carter, but no, I'm going to start RJ in the flex. I'm going to start RJ, and I'm going to start Jaden Reed. I think you could start Jaden Reed. I don't like Scary Terry against the Eagles. Yeah, I would start RJ. Give me some RJ. I know Audric Estime's playing the Jets. The fucking Jets. Michael Carter, former Jet. I wouldn't trust that. Probably splitting with Mari DiMercato. Christian Watson is most likely going to play. But that could look. The Jaden Reed is going to get more involved in this passing attack. So I would feel better, or I do feel better about Jaden Reed against the Bears than I do Scary Terry against the Eagles. Jeff Goat. What up, Kevin Goat, baby? Yeah, Thanos voice up too. What's up? The Thanos voice. Well, Jeff Rogers, Kobe Parkinson. It's setting up real nicely for both of them now, isn't it? It's setting up real nicely for Parkinson, all things considered. You're taking you all the vacated targets and routes and all that other jazz, catches, all that Devontae had could now get redistributed. And the Seahawks are kind of like, they're kind of forgiving to the tight end. The Colts and Loveland's matchup is setting up real nice too now. They won't have Roma Dunze to burden. I can understand why you may want to go Parkinson here. Because, it is setting up nicely. Stafford's going to have to throw the ball to somebody other than Puka. Loveland's got a good matchup. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it now, especially now. You've got lower passing volume, though, with the Bears. Just want to throw that out there. A little bit, they're run focused. Everything is predicated off that run. You know this, though, because you're a motherfucking goat. It's setting up nicely for Cody Parkinson. He's got to be he's definitely a top 12 tight end this week. He would probably be a top 12 tight end even with Devontae Adams. But again, it's not going to be. It won't be a slam dunk. Yeah, he's a tight end 8. That just goes to show you about the position. If he's tight end 8. Yeah. I think if you could lay off Parkinson and go with Loveland, but I get it. Loveland's in the top 12 at tight end 11. Either they're almost even. Seattle, again, they happen to be favorable for tight ends. If there's one little glaring blip in that defense, it happens to be against tight ends. Start Jacoby or Colby Parkinson. Flex play 2.0. A 2-point tight end premium. There's no question. There's no debate. With that scoring, you go with the tight end. Yeah, Jacoby's a nice play, sure. Nice contract, sure. Slot receiver, most likely will not see much of Sartan at all. He'll have the DB, the slot DB, nickel DB. I don't know if that's Jahadi Barron or someone else. I can't think of the name right now. and tight end and their safeties, Hufanga. It's a good matchup for Jacoby, but if you're getting 2 points for every catch off the position, Kevin Goat, don't even think twice there. Chiefs or Jaguars defense, Jeff Rogers Goat. The $1 million question: will the Chiefs defense show up, or are they just mailing it in? Jaguars, we know, have a tough. They have a tough game. If the Packers, who had most of that game with Micah Parsons, most of it, and Denver was still moving the ball, basically how they wanted to. They're going to be able to do that with Jacksonville. Chiefs are staring at the Titans. Is Chris Jones going to play a full game with his heart into it, like a veteran should? Is Karlaftis? Is he going to play? With full heart, like a veteran for the now former dynasty of the early 2000s Chiefs. Nick Bolton, Trent McDuffie, all these guys that have won championships. Are they gonna be like, yo, we're going into Tennessee? This team is garbage. We're not losing to this team. I don't care what Minshew does. I would play the Chiefs. Here. Mando Goat. How are you, Mando Goat, baby? I want to try to get away from corn this week. I do. All three of these guys are kind of like in the same bucket, right? These are like these running backs are like the 1A from the 1. RB1, Corum is 1A. Manungai, 1A. Carter is like 1B as far as I'm concerned on that team. Carter's probably got the better matchup than both of them. Corum doesn't have a good matchup. Seattle is going to be tough tonight for him. He's not giving us anything in the air. I'm going to go Manungai or Carter. This is your flex play, right? This has got to be your flex play. I would do it. I would do Manungai, I would do Carter, and then I would do Blake Corum, right? Michael B. Goat? No, Michael B. Goat. Motherfucking goats, man. The fucking goats are out. They're out and about. We're in the lab tonight, goats. We are in the lab. Take a look at what we're looking at for week 16. How's Drake May and Mike Vrabel going to respond to that thubbing that they took? Giving up 21 points in one quarter to let the Bills now come within one. How's Trevion Henderson going to play with Roger Stevenson against the Ravens? The Ravens are playing for everything right now. I don't know if the Patriots are trying to hold on to the 1 seed, and the Bills are breathing down their backs. Imagine that, the Bills. Imagine that. Should I get Emmanuel Wilson, or do you think Jacoby's going to play? Jacoby's going to play. The next time Jacoby's going to play. I was going to say the only possibility of a rest for Jacobs is if they were off. If the Packers had the 1 seed bye locked up going into week 18, and that's not going to be the case. That unfortunately won't be the case for the Packers. Although not out of the question technically, but it's not. It's not. There's too many hurdles. I think Jacobs is going to play. We went through the same thing last week. Same thing. Jay Label, baby. What up, Jay Label, goat? Is Watson expected to play for the Green Bay this week? He's expected to, but it's not. let me backtrack. Let me preface that for a second. That's not official wording yet, but he's practicing on a limited basis. That's good. Earlier reports in the week were that he dodged a major bullet. He might be a little banged up in the chest or the shoulder, whatever affected him. I think he's going to play. That's what I think. So yeah, is Watson expected to? I would expect him to, Jeff Goat. Absolutely. And that team, as we know, they function a lot better with him on the field. This should free up Jaden Reed. Remember, Jaden Reed and Christian Watson haven't played much this season at all. The odd man out seems to be Romeo. Definitely, I mean, it's hard to say that all these guys are like the odd man out, because at any given game at this point, they could like step onto the field and produce, because that's just the way they are. That's just the way they operate. But if Christian Watson on the field, he is one of Jordan Love's go-to guys, without question. And he smoked the Bears a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? Smoked them. Quinn Ewers to outscore Jackson Dart this week. Holy smokes! You're a Quinn Ewers guy. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know much about Quinn Ewers' college tape. Like I know he was good in college, but I don't know like he fell in the draft. A lot of people think he should have went back to school, but he was getting the hell out of there before losing his, in other words, you stay there and risk losing your job to Arch Manning. But I don't know. I mean, they're obviously going to give him a look. They're starting him over this clown for a reason. And when I say this clown, I do mean this freaking clown. Yeah. But you know what? I really shouldn't even blame Zach. You get drafted by the Jets. You play for the Jets. Your career is almost ruined. You're ruined. The bigger question here is, J Label Goat, how will the benching of Tua affect Devon A-Chain? Last season, with his quarterback, with Tua, A-Chain was like a superstar. He is a superstar, but he was averaging like 18, 19 points a game. That's an average of 18, 19 fantasy points per game. The games that Tua was out, he was in like single digits. I don't know why the quarterback would have affected the running back's performance that drastically. Yeah, I can understand a few points. When your backup quarterback is technically, going to be reliant more on the running back, it went the opposite way, the opposite direction. That's why we have that listed there. I'm going to be paying attention to how Quinn Ewers, Mike McDaniel, that offensive line, along with Darren Waller, and how A-Chain performs in this new ecosystem. Is he going to outperform Dart? Or that's kind of bold. Jackson Dart at the very least has 9 more professional starts, 8 more professional starts, whatever the case is, 10. How do you feel about Wilson? Matchup is better, and the Bengals are terrible first tight ends. A.J. should run. He should. Of course he should. I mean, we're not sitting him. Thoughts on Worthy this week with Minshew at quarterback and Rice likely out? I would put him in as a wide receiver 3. If you're in that kind of situation, Jeff. I mean, you're in this game for a reason, right? You've been rolling probably without Xavier Worthy. You've been rolling with him on your bench, unless you haven't been, and the rest of your team is just absolutely stacked. I would say Worthy probably gets an uptick. Yeah, he gets an uptick. Remember, Xavier Worthy could also kind of play the intermediate. He doesn't have to. He could play both. He doesn't. His game isn't completely reliant on a vertical downfield. So he could play that horizontal intermediate outlet for Gardner Minshew. It happens. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad play. It's definitely not a bad play. As long as Rashee Rice is out. Yeah, I get it. I know I know the Bengals. I know the Bengals are terrible. They're terrible. But you know what? But you want to know the difference between the Bengals and the Dolphins? Joe Shiesty. Motherfucking Joe Shiesty. That's right. That's the leader. That's like the organization. That's the franchise. He's at that podium. If he says something, everyone's paying attention. In his Joe Shiesty way. So if Joe Shiesty is going to play in this game, the Bengals are going to at least attempt to get up for it. At least for 2 quarters. I don't know if you're going to get them for 4. You can't get the Bengals in week 1 for 4 quarters on defense. I mean, let me put it this way, Label Goat. I've got the Bengals going down to Miami and winning and beating that game in my family's pick'em, my pick'em pool. I think it could be a shootout. It could be because of the defenses. That's why we have him right here for week 16. We need to watch A-Chain. We're starting him, but God Almighty, we can't afford to have Devon A-Chain's stat line or fantasy production what it looked like from last season without Tua. That's not going to work. That's not going to work right now. Or it'll be, or it was a nice season for us. It was a good run. Good run all the way until Tua decided to throw medicine balls in Pittsburgh and make bad reads and bad decisions in Pittsburgh, and that sealed their deal. And now that sealed his career. I would like to say maybe, hopefully not, but I don't know. He's not a starter in this league anymore. How do you feel about Wilson? Now that Marvin Harrison Jr. is back, should I swap for Coker? Coker's a decent play this week, but Michael Wilson's going to get the Marvin Harrison Jr. numbers that we were getting with Jacoby Brissett and Marv and Wilson. So what does that look like? That's probably 4 to 5 catches, probably 80 yards, maybe a touchdown, maybe. All those targets that Michael Wilson was absorbing, being the only game in town outside of Trey McBride. Marvin Harrison Jr. is back. I'm sure they're going to want to try to get him into the end zone before the season's over. There's only a couple of franchises that you could actually put in the same bucket as the Jets. The Cardinals happen to be one of them. Happen to be. Yeah, Coker. Look, if you're feeling ballsy, Mando Goat, you ready to roll the dice? No risk it, no biscuit. Jalen Coker's a good play against the Bucs that are reeling on defense. And I don't think they're going to be able to guard both of them. Not going to be able to take Ted away while leaving Coker and guarding him at the same time. That defense is not built that way. Sneaky. That's how I would classify it, as sneaky. There's upside here. There's a good, solid, high floor. I mean ceiling. I meant ceiling. There's a solid, high ceiling. What do I mean by that? 18, 17, 20 maybe. But there's a lousy floor. Lousy. It's not a safe floor. It's a lousy floor for Jalen Coker. Hey, it's week 16, man. Don't go to week 16, baby. Let's go. Wheels motherfucking up, man. Wheels up. Wheels up. Who's got CMC? Who's got JT? This, I mean, we're all eyes Monday night on these two running backs. CMC had a down game of 17 points. Oh, 17 points is a down game. We're waiting for the 30 burger in week 16. Same goes for JT. 30 burger against the Niners. Call yourselves league winners. Two best running backs in the CMC's been a little bit more consistent than JT, but still, these guys have the best. They have the best raw numbers in the league. They will try to load up the box out of the gate, but Bengals defense is terrible. They will try to load up the box. Yeah, they load. Yeah, of course, but. The beauty about Devon Achane is he's great at running. He runs great routes for a running back. He catches the ball. He's got great hands. And that all disappeared. It disappeared last season with no Tua. Of course they're going to try to load up the box. Nate, go. Big game, Nate, go. Big game. Sammy Darnold. Sammy Darnold. He's going to eradicate those ghosts tonight. He's got to eradicate those ghosts, Nate Goat. No ghosts. He may see some ghosts tonight, but if he doesn't see the ghosts, you guys can win this game. Would I start the Eagles defense versus the Commanders, right? Yeah, versus the Commanders, or the Seahawks D tonight. You could probably roll with Myers as long as your weather's holding up over there. You could probably roll with Myers. I don't know if I would change that. But Eagles D versus the Commanders, I think I would do that. Do you think Stafford's going to turn the ball over more than once? If he does, are they going to put it on the? Are they going to choke it up? Are they going to get to him? Are they going to sack him? These are the questions that I'm sure you're asking yourself, and I'm asking myself, and I'm sure that the Commissioner Rhino's asking himself. Are they going to be able to do all this to the Rams? The Eagles might be a better play, coming off a strong game last week. Playing a shitty, lousy offense with Marcus Mariota. That's what I would do. I know it's going to be hard to lay off the Hawks. I got the Seahawks, and I think I've told you this before. I've got the Hawks and I've got the Broncos. I'm going to play the Broncos against the Jaguars. I am. And I'm going up against Trevor Lawrence in the Superflex. Fuck him. There's the commissioner. The commissioner. You must get the commissioner. The commissioner, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. Is this the right commissioner? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. It's the Commissioner Rhino off the mean streets of Apple Valley.
I just came to Apple Valley. I was in Victorville. Two different.
Victor. What's your Victor?
Like heaven and hell.
What's your Victor? Victor.
What up, Naked? Good luck to your Good luck to your Seahawks tonight, man.
We really, your timing is impeccable because we were just saying, like, will the Rams? How many turnovers could the Rams create here? I mean,
the Rams had 4 turnovers, 4 interceptions last time.
No, I'm sorry. How many turnovers are the Seahawks going to create to start them for your defense tonight? That's the question.
I'm starting Eagles defense.
I would start the Eagles defense.
Yeah, I'm starting Eagles defense over the Rams defense too.
I would start the Eagles defense. I don't. I mean, I just look. We know how good the Seahawks D is, but I don't know if they're gonna create many turnovers.
And I would stay with Myers too, Nate. Stay with
So,
Myers.
so are you? You're listening to me.
Purdy or Knicks.
Which
I like.
I got both of those too.
I like Knicks. And Michael Carter. I played Michael Carter or Brees. Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Wow, so it has gotten to that.
It has gotten to that.
It
I
has.
don't, I wouldn't want to,
It
but
has gotten to that. That's so hard to trust Brees Hall right now. It's so hard. You've gotten this far with Brees Hall, right? I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure Michael Carter's going to do that much better.
I don't think so either. But
The Falcons didn't look like they were laying down last week. There's no reason to think that they'd be laying down this week, right?
no,
Yeah, I mean, we know what Brees is capable of. We know what the Brees Hall potential is.
yeah,
If the Jets could just get out of their way. But here's the other thing, right? The Saints are playing tougher. The Saints are not laying down.
no, they're not.
This Jets team is shot. Shot. You're welcome, Jeff Rogers Goat.
And one of the things that worries me about Carter is DeMarcado getting the goal line touches, which very well could happen.
Of course it could. DeMarcado, I can see DeMarcado playing the entire game. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Right? It wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, I covered some of these here, Rhino. What we're paying attention to this week in fantasy football. And by the way, Goats, again, just a quick reminder for anybody who's just joining us now. We will be back tomorrow night for full lineup advice at 8 o'clock. Saturday will be the start sit at 8:30ish. It'll kind of be like a start sit slash watch part.
Well, yeah, for the most part. I'm not gonna.
Dare I say that? I'm not. It won't be advertised that way.
Yeah.
Sunday we're gonna have our full reaction to all of it, and we're gonna celebrate together on Monday, Goats. We're gonna celebrate going to the championships. You know, Michael B. Goat's not going to the championships because his championship isn't until week 18. Michael B. Goat. That's where I'm hanging my hat for week 18 playoffs is with Michael B. Goat right here.
I think there's a couple other goats too that have the week 18.
Where and I've been thinking about this too, right? Like, what if like those that didn't make the playoffs, maybe like the bottom two teams, no more their waivers are over, right? And all their players are now released back into the pool. If you needed to pick up players for week 18, there's more players available now.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
All right. Right? As opposed to a bare bones free agency waiver pool now in week 16, week 17. Oh shit! What Jacoby Brissett's available? It's and I'm playing in the championship week 18. I could play Jacoby Brissett week 18 because Josh Allen's taking off. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, Jeff. Stay with Myers and go with the Eagles. Yeah, I would go. I don't think there's not a damn thing wrong with Jason Myers playing in Seattle tonight.
No.
Frankie Goat and the Camp Goat baby and the Frankie Goat and the Camp Goat baby and the Linda Goat. All the goats. All my goats. Weather for the game looks all right to me. Yeah, I mean that's typical. Isn't that typical Seattle weather? A little rain here, a little.
It rained all day though. That's from what I
understand. Yeah, no big deal.
Let me ask you and the Ghost a question. Would you go Would you go Stafford or Cousins? I'm going Cousins. I'm playing Cousins over Stafford.
Nice.
Arizona's defense.
Arizona's defense and Kirk Cousins coming off from a really good game with Kyle Pitts. Yeah. I get it. This is
Sometimes you gotta just let your grab the brass balls.
those are the brassest of
Yeah,
brass balls for sure.
we'll see.
I don't know if I have the stones for that.
The last time I wavered between Stafford and Cousins, Stafford went off, and Cousins. Cousins went off, and Stafford didn't have a very good game.
When was that? 2002? I mean, like when was that?
When did they play the Jets? Cousins had a shitload of points.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, so yeah.
In New Jersey too, outdoors.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, isn't this guy an MVP? He's an MVP candidate.
Yeah. But he didn't play that good against Seattle last time too. So Parkinson, Loveland, or Kincaid.
Cam Goat, yeah, Cam Goat, baby. Here's the Cam Goat. I get Parkinson, and I also get Colson Loveland, and I also get Kincaid.
Now, with Cole Kmet coming back, does that take away from Loveland?
They're down wide receivers.
Yeah.
I see them both on the field.
And I think the Rams go heavy 13 personnel tonight, heavy run game. Parkinson has been getting the red zone targets.
Not just that, Parkinson may get a little bit of an uptick in targets and catches because of
that uptick might go to Terrence Ferguson too, or we'll see.
That's right. That's right. When you want to play 15 personnel and put a bunch of tight ends out there, heavy tight ends.
But the fact that Stafford has that chemistry with Parkinson's and trusts him in the red zone, I play Parkinson.
And then and as I mentioned before up top, to a goat that was asking pretty much the same, Parkinson or Loveland without the Kincaid. Look, Seattle's a little forgiving to the tight end. A little, they're more forgiving to the tight end than they are the wide receiver. But we're not sitting Puka. Okay, Dalton Kincaid versus the Browns. Let's go to the rankings. Cam Goat, break the tie here. Breaking the tie.
Kincaid's hurt again too, so that doesn't help. And then a lot of times Dawson Knox is getting the freaking damn red zone targets instead of Kincaid.
Yeah, Colby's ranked highest here. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll. Get your tight end in now. Get him out of the way, Cam Goat. Get him out of the way. We'll cross our fingers. We'll do a little goat dance. It's possible that he scores. That's what that's what we want.
Yeah. Brian Thomas Jr. or Colby Parkinson. I get Brian Thomas Jr. because he should out target Colby Parkinson.
Going to be a tough day at the office for BTJ this week. It should be a tough day at the office, just like we just saw Christian Watson had a tough day at the office.
Chris Watson got hurt though too, so that didn't help his office day.
That was late enough. It was late enough, right? That was late in the third.
Who's got more targets? Who will have more targets?
Probably BTJ.
Mm-hmm. That's why I go Brian Thomas Jr.
Probably BTJ is going to have more targets. Play both of them, Melinda. Look. Play both. Why can't we play both? BTJ is a low 2, good wide receiver 3. A really good wide receiver 3 to have at the end of our seasons. So yeah, let's try to get both of them.
Rico or Pollard or Waller or Jawan. Let's see. Tennessee is playing
Rico.
Yeah.
Tennessee's playing the Chiefs.
Yeah, go Rico. And I'm going Waller. When yours was with Texas, he targeted Gunnar Helm. I think I read like 22% of the time. And plus the tight end is a rookie quarterback's best friend. Yours will get the ball downfield. And he might I think he might open up this offense a little bit more than Tua. But that's beyond the coaches too. If the coaches play conservative, then it's not gonna happen. But I think they can open it up.
I mean, they've got the matchup for them to not play conservative, and if they play conservative, then what the hell is the point of playing him?
Yeah.
So right? What would be the point of that?
I think A-Chain is still a good play.
Yeah, well, he's a must play.
I sent you the stat. I think I texted you the stat where it's like,
yeah, I said it.
With Tua is like 20 points a game, and without him was like less than 10.
It's
but
like
then you got to think about, well, who were the quarterbacks back then? You had Skylar Thompson, and you had Joe Blow from the neighborhood being a quarterback.
We're hoping that we don't put Quinn Ewers into that Joe Blow.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
There's just unknown. There's unknown now with a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Based on that stat, I mean, I wouldn't sit A-Chain. You couldn't.
I'm just going off what I saw in him with Texas. So what I saw in the preseason, and the way the players talked about him in the offseason. So Waller's a good play.
I see you, Lester, baby. Lester and GQ Goat. What do you think about Justin Jefferson playing at MetLife this weekend? What would you do with Justin Jefferson? Or what do you expect out of Justin Jefferson at 9? And 9. They're trying. They're trying. That's the only thing.
Now he did have a touchdown call back last week because of a penalty. So he's trying. Is Jefferson who are you going to play instead of him?
You know, if you're the Vikings or if you're in fantasy.
No, in fantasy.
Oh, probably nobody.
Or even the Vikings. So you have Addison
and Naylor. Those are the two bodies that are impeding Jefferson. But I kind of feel like they're based on regression. I think he's a prime candidate for regression. I'm not sure there are many fantasy managers with Justin Jefferson still left. But if you happen to still have him and the rest of your team is absolutely fire, has to be, considering the season that he had, I wouldn't be afraid. I don't think I'd be afraid of putting him in this week. I think he's due equals positive regression. Or can I leave Michael Wilson in and swap out Diggs? I would do that. I think I'm more comfortable with Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison Jr. back than I am with Diggs.
Yeah.
Mando Goat. Without question. Why, yeah. Diggs. Mando Goat, we'll be back. We'll be back for you tomorrow. We'll be back for you Saturday. We'll be back. I need HA next week, so hopefully yours second game will be a lot of screens and checkdowns. So let's see. Let's hope that he gets out of this one. Yeah, and the matchup is good. I mean, it's not like he's not playing the Texans. Half PPR.
I picked him up in my dynasty, one of my dynasty leagues, because it's super flex, and I've been out of quarterback since Phoenix went out. So I picked him up and I'm playing him.
So, something you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Goats, I wanted to make sure that we're getting to all of tonight's players.
All right. Half PPR, pick one tight end, one flex. OG or Gatson, Leblin, Kobe, Aaron Jones, King Gainwell, Michael Carter. All right.
Ryan Gatson's pretty sneaky against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a better matchup than Parkinson has.
Yeah. What tight end? Oh, so yeah, Gatson. I'd go Gatson too. And then flex.
It's either Aaron Jones or it's Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah.
That's easy now. Now Goat. Myers got his bag. Yeah, he did. Good for him too.
He deserves that bag. That's for damn sure.
Well, see what happens when you leave.
I like Schultz.
See what happens when you leave the Raiders. You get rewarded. You leave the Jets, you make Pro Bowls. So that's what happens. Right, Nate Goat? Parkinson or Schultz, like kibbles and bits. Texans.
Raiders.
God. The one thing they actually do well, if that's what you call it, well, I mean Goddard smoked them.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked them. So Dalton Schultz has a good opportunity to do the same.
Yeah.
Fucking the Raider. Oh my God, Rhino. Good luck to you guys. Appreciate you, Nate Goat.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Good luck to you, man.
I hope for a good game. I hope none of our players get freaking injured. That's my hope.
West up, baby. West up, baby. Mando, don't worry about this one. Mando, we'll be here tomorrow night for you. We'll be here for you tomorrow night. Promise you. We'll never let the Goats down. West up, baby. West up. Do I see anybody playing here tonight?
No.
West up. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Don't you worry about this lineup tonight. Don't you worry about it. West up. We're marching for the ship. Get your shelf. Clear your shelf. Make some room for the upcoming trophy with all your other trophies. I'm gonna recalibrate. There was a question that we had the other night. Right? I know it was like start two really good quarterbacks or Joe Burrow. And we had to go with the other quarterback. We went with the other quarterback. We didn't start. We didn't call Joe Shiesty. I'm calling for Joe Shiesty.
I'm calling for Joe Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty's going to light that team up. He's going to absolutely light that team up. You heard him. He wants to play football. And that's all I need to hear. And you know how many touchdowns, by the way, Jamar Chase has on the season? And it's not like, I know he's at the top for yards.
Is it like 6?
He's at the top for catches. Not leading the league like he did last year, but he's still high in yards, still high in catches. He's got 5 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? Does anybody think he's going to end the season with 5 touchdowns? I'm expecting these two to go nuclear against the Dolphins. Perfect game environment too. Perfect for them. Dolphins. Quincy. Schultz. I think we'll go Schultz here too.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good weather forecast. That's actually good. Light rain and barely any wind. I go Schultz too.
Little drizzle, never hurt anybody, right? West up, Goat.
Parkinson or Jawan?
I would probably lean to Parkinson here.
I think I might go Jawan because they have Olave. Bell's out. So who else are going to throw to?
Who?
Bailey, Bell, how you say?
Oh. I heard Bill. I heard Bill.
Bell.
Veal.
Ville, whatever his name is.
Comeville.
Okay, Ville.
Yeah, that's still tight end. It's still that offense. Still Tyler Shook. Tyler Shook's playing well. I get it. What do you think about Audric Estime? I know he's not on the list here. Is Audric Estime a solid start for you this week if you had to?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little ballsy. Audric Estime or Blake Corum?
Blake Corum.
Oh, boy. I don't know if Corum's going to get there tonight. I don't know if he's going to get there for us. Right, he doesn't do much in the passing game. He had a terrible game the last time they played. Terrible. Wouldn't expect that, but I don't know if Combs going to get there tonight. I hope for you he does. I hope for anybody that's starting him. I don't know if I would start him. Seattle. GQ, baby! Come on, motherfucking GQ. Ray Gamer, baby. How are you, Ray Gamer Goat? West up, baby.
Do we get this else
here? Give me something else here, Rhino.
Yeah, Jason Myers is good to play.
Jacksonville wide receivers versus the Broncos. That's what I'm looking at. How does Jacoby Myers do with a fat contract operating out of the slot versus this Broncos defense? Which isn't that great, but I mean, like they are great. I know I kind of sound like I'm spoiled. let me rephrase that. They are very good, but they're still like. I expect them to be better. I expect them to be tougher. I expect them not to give up as many points. And I know they were playing the Packers last week, but we've seen them give up points this season.
Yeah,
but they're still very good. They're a very good defense. They're not that Texans level right now, or they're not playing like it.
All right, let's get Quincy here. Goes need 2 running back, 2 receivers, 2 flex, 1 tight end. CMC, Henderson, Chase Brown, Harvey, Swift, Rice, Evans, Ibuka, Myers, Parkinson, Schultz, Waller. Going Schultz.
We already said Schultz here.
Yeah.
That's it. We're good.
All right. We'll come back tomorrow night. We'll get you.
We're good. We're good here. Yeah. So what do we make of Baker's Bucks versus Bryce Young, Ted, Rico, Coke, Chuba? Who's winning this game? Just for shits.
I think Tampa Bay gets right now. I think they have to get right. They have to get right.
It's now or never, almost.
Yeah, and Ted's nursing an injury of ankle.
Questionable.
I believe so. He's questionable. So I'm going Baker. At PPR, Kincaid, Fannin, or Parkinson? Fannin.
God, Fannin.
Oh wait,
Lucius Goat. I don't know about Fannin.
Fannin will have the most targets between Parkinson and Kincaid, but you have the upside of Parkinson and Kincaid getting the touchdown.
Yes, give me, and especially in the half PPR.
Yeah.
Let's roll with Colby tonight. Let's roll with Colby.
Yep.
Out of these guys. If this was, if we were getting a little bit more for the reception here, Lucius, I may go with Fannin. Because, again, I don't think he's going to score, but we know that he's getting the target share.
Yep.
We know that he's getting first read share from Shador, but it's not going to be an easy game for the Browns, period.
Waller, Parkinson, or Fannin?
Middle. I think Parkinson has the best shot of scoring.
Yeah. I wouldn't be afraid to play Waller either.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'll say Parkinson because the unknown of what that's going to look like. But just I do like Wall. I trust what my eyes saw with the college, and I trust that they will. Well, I hope they freaking open it up and do plays that will benefit viewers instead of not. So go Parkinson. That's the safe. The safest is Parkinson. The Bills play tight ends tight, really good. So
B Goats he's on a bye also.
yeah, well, true.
B Goats on a bye. Yeah, tight end for what's that? Lucius baby. Lucius Goat. Lucius baby. What's up, Lucius? I'm in Seattle now. Oh, hello, sniper. Huh? I will look at the league. It's not an emergency. It's not an emergency, is it?
Oh, wait.
My bad.
Burrow or Goff? I'm going Burrow.
Gonna go Joe Shiesty. Frankie, go Joe Shiesty.
Kyren or Swift and Bowers or Pitts? I'm going Pitts.
Ooh. You're gonna sit Kyren tonight.
I'm gonna play Kyren.
Yeah, no. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I'm playing Pitts. It's for the chip.
This is for the chip?
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely good luck. Yeah, if you're new to this channel, please do us a solid like and subscribe. We're almost at 650.
I want to be at that. I want to be where he's at right now, the beach or lake where he's at in that
plan
photo.
I plan to be at 1650 this time next season.
Yeah, I'd go Kyren Pitts.
Got me some JSN tonight, Frankie Goat. I'm hoping. I'm praying for that. I'm praying for you, Frankie Goat. This is like the stuff that makes league winners alive.
Right.
Like just gem performances. Gems.
We've got some Stafford questions, so let's get these.
Get them.
So, Parkinson or Gatson? Like Gatson against Dallas.
I like that one too, yeah. Yes.
Stafford or McCarthy? I'm Stafford.
You play.
Oh, wait, no. Vikings are playing the Giants.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Minnesota?
No. But they're again, if anything, it's like it's 45 degrees right now, so it's not like it's bad weather.
You want to take care? I just don't think
9.
Yeah, I go
9 against the Giants.
Yeah, I go there. Stafford or Purdy 4-point passing. Purdy.
Tingly Goat, baby. There's the Tingly. Tingly Goat. Yeah, Purdy, because there's always that little possibility that he could rush one in himself. It's possible. We've seen it. I don't think Stafford's rushing anything.
No.
So, yeah. Purdy in the 4-point.
Hindu, Kyren, 2 flex, 1 tight end. Hindu, Kyren, McLaurin, Gatson, Parkinson, Theo Hawk, Jawan. Going 2 flex. I'm going to flex Henderson.
And Kyren.
Yeah. And then tight end. I think I go Jawan.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think you could do Parkinson, but I get the Jawan. I get the Jawan as well.
See, Bowers and Parkinson for the chip. Do I just rock with Bowers?
Motherfucker.
Gino's back, supposedly. He's practicing. They're going against Houston. I'm not playing Bowers against Houston.
Bowers, Van, Parkinson from the ship. Goddamn. You've gone this far with Bowers, huh? I would continue to roll. If you've gotten this far, if you've been scoring high amounts of points.
Let's do the case. I'll say this. Keep an eye on who's going to be the quarterback. If it's Pickett, I'm not playing Bowers. If it's Geno Smith, play Bowers. So that way you can play. If you'll be playing Bowers or Fannin. Just keep on the quarterback situation for the Raiders. If you really want to go Bowers. If it's Pickett, I'm not playing Bowers.
Why would you do that? Why would they do that? We just let Geno hang it up.
Said led less than 100 yards total offense last week against Eagles. Against Eagles defense. You don't think Houston's defense can't do the same thing? Anyway. What's up, Mr. New? Kelsey or Parkinson? I think I like Parkinson. You taking care of the Mel problem?
Mr. 9. That's Mr. 9. Yeah, I mean, again, Gardner to Kelsey. It's not out of the question.
No, it's not. No.
It's not out of
the Rice out.
It's not out of the question.
I'm going Burrow over Stafford.
Joe Shiesty. That's Joe Shiesty. See? Whispers, Joe Shiesty.
McBride dropped 30 last week versus Houston. I have Bowers and going across my fingers and toes. He did. Yeah, he did. But look at the quarterback. Look at the quarterback play. That's the issue right there. Arizona has a quarterback actually get the ball to the tight end.
Tone goat, baby. The motherfucking tone goat, baby. Mr. 9. Mr. 9 goat. Frankie goat. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to. I mean, we are talking about Bowers, right? I mean, even though my whole thing is my whole.
Okay, again, if Geno's playing, you fire up Bowers. If Pickett is playing, I'm not playing Bowers.
I mean, I
He has 64. He has 64 passing yards. Pickett did.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. I don't imagine that being the same.
Number one scoring defense in the league.
Yeah, it's bad. I know. I get it. I know. I'm trying to just find something. I'm trying to pick at something. Something. Again, I'll go back to the phrase: hang my hat on for this guy right now. And the only thing,
if Geno's a quarterback, you could hang your hat off that.
And the only other thing I would say to West Up Goat, right, is okay, if you've been actually rolling through your league with Brock Bowers, you know what I'm saying? He might be. Look, when it's all said and done, he could very well have a good game, or he could shit the bed again with Kenny Pickett.
Drop Corn for Emmanuel Wilson in case Jacobs misses, and can I play him at flex over McLaurin, Devontae Smith, Gainwell, Jalen Warren, or Debo? No, you're gonna play Gainwell probably in flex.
Yeah, it's all right. Emmanuel Jacobs gonna play.
Jacobs going to
play. Same situation as last week.
Especially the fact that it's against Chicago, it's kind of a must-win situation.
Same thing, Tron. You know, just we didn't really play that well. You know, I mean, it's very disappointing. And all we're gonna do about that, Tron, is I think we're gonna put our defensive coordinator in the booth. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put him in the booth.
Yeah.
He's not going to be on the sideline this week. Warrior, baby.
Yeah, Frank, it's looking like Geno's be back.
What a Warrior, baby. Woody Woodrow hasn't practiced all week.
I'm going Aaron Jones.
And granted, it's Thursday. He could get back onto the field tomorrow, but Woody's not been playing well.
No, he plays well, plays decently, gets a touchdown, and then he gets his ankle rolled upon. So I don't know. I'm playing Aaron Jones.
I would play Aaron Jones too. I hate it, but it's a better matchup. Aaron Jones is a veteran, and if Woody Marks doesn't pick up the fumble on the snap, there is no score. Last week, that is. Last week. Warrior, baby! What a warrior goat. Joe Shiesty. It's Joe Shiesty.
Yeah.
See right here. We're all looking at it. We're all watching. I'm watching Joe Shiesty. It might be the worst game on the slate this upcoming Sunday. That's the one I'll be watching.
Same here.
Oh, and I'll be watching some others too. I can't lie. Maybe then Hanson will be on the other screen, and then the quad box. I was thinking of starting Michael Wilson and Michael Evans, but if Harrison Jr. plays, I can't possibly play either Wilson or Harrison Jr. over Pickens, right? Starting Michael Wilson. I would go with Mike Evans for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would go back to Pickens.
Same here. They got to get that shit right again.
I think I would go back to Pickens. I know Marvin Harrison Jr. We haven't. That's way too hard to trust. I expect Dak and the Cowboys to actually, Rhino, surprise us fans, and they may actually beat the Chargers this week. It's kind of sort of like a trap game.
Yeah,
kind of.
Could be.
Kind of. Yeah, I do think Kenny Gainwell, the check down merchant, the dink merchant, Rhino. Do you like that one? Dink merchant. Because that's what they're doing, and they're doing it well. They're dinking and they're dunking. Better flex play. Scary, Devontae, Jalen, Debo, Emmanuelson. If Jacobs misses, do you think Gainwell is better? Flex play, I do think he's a better flex play right now than his running mate, Jalen Warren. I think he'd be a better play versus Scary Terry against the Eagles. Is he a better play than Debo? Yeah, and Devontae. Yes, as a matter of fact. Tron Goat, but give us a little bit more time. Give me all through the night in the lab with a pen and a pad, and I'll have a better answer.
Back tomorrow night.
We'll be back tomorrow night. If you're still with us, Goats, we appreciate you very much this evening. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, 8 o'clock tomorrow. Enjoy this battle. This. Like, imagine like putting like caged animals, right? Like angry tigers and bears and shit. Like your most vicious animals on earth, all in like this one big cage. That's what this is.
Yep.
All right. Why don't you go get your jersey? Go put your jersey on.
All right. Be a difference. Make difference. Let's go Rams.
Let's go Rams. Yeah, go Rams. Go Skywalker.